week. So now we're going to find out if Thanos can defeat Juggernaut, or if Juggernaut can defeat Thanos, who would be left standing? We're about to find out. As Juggernaut and Thanos, you guys chose Thanos this match as a match that you guys feel that Thanos and Juggernaut would be good against each other. As Thanos starts off by taking Juggernaut with a clothesline. And Juggernaut, well, I'll tell you one thing, they're both equally in size, which Juggernaut is not accustomed to usually. Usually Juggernaut's challengers are usually a little smaller in size sometimes. Juggernaut has right now the win of this. This is his favorite. This is his Juggernaut challenge he likes to do at least once a week, where he makes an open challenge to anyone who thinks they're man enough to try to challenge the mighty Juggernaut in a cage of death, a cage of hell. As Thanos is the one who you guys selected to challenge him this week. And one thing's for sure, Juggernaut is not one for taking liberties and not taking shortcuts. Thanos is also someone who you should not take lightly, as he is a dangerous individual as well. I can tell you this one right now, though. Juggernaut right now has had Thanos down now for a total of an 8 count thus far. And if that's a sign of things to come, Thanos is going to have to do a little bit more. Juggernaut, half-brother of Charles Xavier. If you don't know recognize that name, you probably should. The reason his brother is also the reason why Juggernaut wears the helmet in which he wears. His brother Charles Xavier, the professor that he is the leader of the famed X-Men, trainer of the X-Men, savior to the mutants. Xavier and Juggernaut, although our brothers have a very different outlook on life and whatnot, seeing how Charles Xavier is about saving and helping the world, and Thanos and Juggernaut is more about maim and mayhem. And because of his brother, which is why he wears that helmet, so Charles cannot find him, number one. Number two, cannot read his mind. You guys know someone similar who wears something, which that person is Magneto, who also wears a similar helmet for the same purpose. It is impenetrable by Charles Xavier's psychic abilities, which are very strong. But with those helmets, apparently, Charles Xavier cannot read minds. As Thanos right now is on the offensive this time, as he is beating on Juggernaut, not caring about the lineage, who his cousin is, because in Thanos' world, he is the master of the world. He is the master of the snap, the man who's responsible for the snap heard around the world, which went null and void for those people who watched Endgame. Thanos, long history facing against the Avengers and everybody else. One of the biggest, nastiest guys. Goes to show you also, folks, just because you got two villains doesn't mean they can't face off against each other, folks. Because let's face it, when it comes to egos, pride, and greed, bad guys will sell out their own mothers for a chance at winning and achieving greatness. And right here we got two guys who are prominent and strong in the facts that they want to prove that they are the biggest, the baddest, and the strongest. As of right now, Juggernaut is finding out that it is not easier said than done knocking off someone the magnitude that is Thanos. And Thanos now has got the count on Juggernaut for a change. This is I can tell you for honesty, this is the first time Juggernaut and Thanos have gone against each other on our show anyway. And Juggernaut up at the 7 count. Don't let Juggernaut fool you, folks. Just because he's a big guy and just because he's laying doesn't mean he's done. This is Juggernaut's specialty match, folks. We wouldn't call it the Juggernaut Challenge if he wasn't successful in it. Granted, it's kind of cocky and arrogant to name a match after yourself, but it is what it is. As Thanos is standing and the man behind the challenge is down. And now Juggernaut takes down Thanos with inferior clotheslines. For those wrestling fans who are planning on watching the show tonight on what I could say the opposition, I guess you'd say. If you missed it, I did put out earlier this morning. We did a kind of a run through of the card, and we have our predictions due to the fact that our methods on how we figure out champions. And this is kind of what. In case you didn't know, and right after this we'll give you, after this match in our main event, we will be giving you guys that those results right after this match. For those folks who want to hear it. As Thanos is down, Juggernaut is standing. I know I will be watching tonight because I want to see how accurate our system is and how accurate our methods are. So, if anything else, folks, watch it around it, and once we give you our predictions, you guys can watch it for yourselves and see if our system is correct and who would win in the matches for the competitors, I guess you'd say. As right now, Thanos has had Juggernaut down quite a few times here. Perhaps he's trying to snap out the legacy that is Juggernaut. But no, Juggernaut up again. He's big, he's strong, he's Juggernaut. Thanos has got Juggernaut down. This time to the outside in this Cage of Hell match. Thanos just staring a hole through Juggernaut, who's on the outside, and he's up. I don't know quite frankly if I would be going outside, if I'd be giving them that room. As Juggernaut and Thanos both on their feet. There's a right hand that just took down Juggernaut right back down by Thanos. Thanos is no slouch, folks. He's strong, he's powerful, he's a general, he's a destroyer of worlds. You don't get that legacy by being a wuss in this world, or in the world of comics or anywhere else. As Juggernaut up again. Kind of the same thing go for Juggernaut, I guess. You don't get the name Juggernaut by being a pushover either. He is a Juggernaut because he just keeps coming. Big, powerful, strong, and no stopping it once it starts. Is Juggernaut. As Thanos is down again. Thanos is out of 7. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We got our winner. It's the guy behind the name. And like I said, you don't get a challenge named after yourself just because, you know, you're anybody. Some people call it cocky, some people call it arrogant. But he has earned it, as this time he has now picked up a huge victory, I'd say. And if you're the other guys in the locker room watching these Juggernaut challenges, you got to be asking yourself, if Thanos has such a problem with him, who can stop? There you go, folks. And the question is if Thanos cannot defeat Juggernaut, who can? All right, folks. We got our main event coming up next. And in that main event, we will give you our predictions for what we found for the upcoming show tonight. Stick around.